Greetings, my lost little lambs. It is I, the great Shiori Novella, at your... Why is my... That floats? Oh wait, yeah, that floats? Canonically, this... so flat. Oh, is that normal? Oh, maybe they weren't supposed to like show. Oh. Anyway, welcome, my lost little sheeples and lambs. It is I, the great Shiori Novella, who just may have woken up. But welcome to the mass. For our level 4 upgrade, well, we have floating gravity anti-devices called donuts. Yes, for each confession stream that we have, something changes in the chapel. As you recall, I think the very first one, we just had a basic confession booth, but now we have a pianist over there. There are more of you over here. Look at that. She doesn't blink still. I have forgotten eye drops for her, but that's okay, for we have a fountain over some there. Yes. We also have flowers now. So yes, this place is becoming quite homey. But I know you're not here for just a homey chapel, my homies. I know you're here for sins. You're here to hear of crimes, debauchery. You're here for absolvement, and today we are going to go over Hololive sins. This is a combination of talents and people from the actual office. Yes, managers, staff. It's all anonymous, of course. Or is it? But yes, it is anonymous for this purpose. So we have quite a few, and then we'll see if we can do another version of this. If not, we'll head it to the public. I don't think this one's that anonymous. I went from Monster Hunter to Monster. What should I do? Well, totally... Oh crap, Windows update, stop that. Totally anonymous. A Hololive office worker or talent. I think it's already too late for you. But you know, I think monsters need love too, frankly. I think they deserve to be embraced before they could experience death. So, it's a calling. It's her vocation. Or his vocation, you never know, yeah? It is the vocation of one such as you. So, not everyone needs to just destroy the monsters. They need love too. And if it is to embrace them as death embraces them, maybe like a double scoop right there, I think it's okay. As long as the monsters are also into that, in which case I'm pretty sure your monster is. So that is my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with my statement, or is this something completely irredeemable for you? Do you agree? Love is love? Double destroyer? Monsters do need love. Acceptable, forgiven. I don't know who it is. I don't know. Could be a red herring. Yes, exactly. If they wish to be loved, then you should love them. If they don't wish to be loved, then destroy them. Alright, well that one was, I think, easy to forgive. Alright. It's something that I won't stop doing, so I guess I'm not sorry. Basically, I'm guilty of keeping my DMs unread, and I won't open them until I'm in the mood to. Some DMs go unopened for months. Ooh, for 4 months. It's not like I don't know they DM'd. I do know. That's why I left it unread. So I'm constantly reminded every time I open Discord. I just pretend to not notice. Sister Shiori, will I be forgiven? It depends. Was it me? If it wasn't me, you're forgiven. I don't know. Did I DM you? But no, it seems like I have noticed some people are actually really bad at DMs. I have noticed it. I think that if you're not sorry, then you know there's something to be forgiven, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like you're not sorry about it, so I don't think it's really a thing. I do think it's funny that this person anonymously confessed it. It is actually quite common because sometimes people will DM for something and then they don't notice until it's too late and oh sorry, it's okay, it's too late now. Yeah, they're honest. I guess it depends on what it is. You know there's a problem. Like I personally keep a for Discord. I have 2 accounts actually. I have a personal one, and then I have like this is everything that will get pinged. All of that stuff. Honestly, I relate to certain things. For example, getting pinged. There's gonna be a point where, okay, this doesn't really concern me. This is more just like a notification. Like, I'll keep it in mind, but we get so many pings for things that are projects way beyond the future or things that we don't actually... things that don't concern us right now. We get so many. We get so many. So if this is kind of combined with pings, like there's pings, there's DMs, it's gonna get overwhelming. So I understand that. But if you did feel sorry, that's not up to me. I think that's up to you to forgive yourself. That's based on if you want to change your habit. In this case, I don't think she wants to change her habit, or he. I'm not sure. Could also be a staff member, frankly. In that case, I think staff member are more screwed, but... That's what I think. Oh, welcome everyone to the chapel. We are a level 4 chapel. It's kind of like a gacha game at this point. So yeah. I think the only issue is like if it's something important. But it's a gacha on the importance of that. It's an SSRDM if they're randomly trauma dumping to you and they actually do need your help. For the most part, if it's like a collab request, that's probably like, what? What's like a copper? Is that just rated R? Is that an R in gacha? There's R, SR, SSR, UR, maybe? Okay, yeah. Collab request, maybe an R. Trauma dump, SSR. Or maybe UR. You are trauma dumping. Alright, let's see. I was recently asked if I knew what a waterline was, and I said with confidence that thing happens before you go into labor. What's a waterline? That's breaking the water, right? Breaking the water? I think you're forgiven. I always mess up English. It don't matter at this point. Might as well. What is... oh, that's water broke. Okay, yeah. Ignorance is not a sin, assuming that the ignorance is with kindness and not with the intention of misinformation. Waterline is a line that makes the water on a boat. Oh! Okay, but you know what? Realistically, that could apply to pregnancy. Oh dear, I actually forgot my other phone. I hope I'm not gonna get bonked or anything today. Hold up. I'll have Discord right open. I'm not gonna get bonked, right? Oh dang, Henmama, you're awake at what time is this? Oh, actually people wake up at 4 AM for streams. You're so cool. But it's okay. You guys aren't Henmama. Henmama's funny. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. Dang, Henmama, you wake up from my streams? What are you, getting paid for this? I'm kidding. When I have like a Discord channel of what do you call it? Like stream thumbnails. Like every time, you know how I schedule these things? Like at 9 AM, there's usually a stream announcement. Like this is what happens at this time. Yeah, I have a channel with all the text prepare, the times. I just copy and paste that. Sometimes I forget. I've been kind of forgetting lately. And then Hemama saw like, ooh, Hololive Office Sins. And he was like, heck yeah! It's like he's been waiting for this moment. I'm like, bro, are you okay? You chill? Anyway. In regards to pregnancy, I think that there could be a theoretic waterline. Maybe. I don't know actually. How does it work? When your water breaks, don't you just leak? Yeah, so for pregnancy, you can leak, and maybe depending on how much water you leaked, you're breaking a water line. I think that could work, personally. And if it doesn't work, I'll make it work. That sounds wrong, but yeah, anyway. I think you're forgiven. That was just a linguistic error. Every time I go to a cinema and sit down on a chair, I have a habit for looking for seatbelts. I think that's just pawn. I think that's kind of cute. You know what would be cool? If it was one of those movie theaters, which doesn't exist. One of those chairs that move around. Like if there's something that happens on a screen, you go like, wee. That would be cool, and then totally valid to look for seatbelts. I don't think that's a sin. I think that's called safety. That's called being cautious. This is a precautious movement. Yeah. It's fun and cute. I know, it's adorable. I think you're forgiven. In fact, I think people should be like you. I think more people need to look at their seats. Actually, now that I think about it, looking down on the chair is probably wise in case there's something there. Like, I don't know. There was this one time when I was a kid, I sat on like the cafeteria chair, and I think there was like a chocolate on there or some sort of melted food. Anyway, it stained me, naturally. I don't think it was a pleasant stain, considering the color that might have been. And I think ever since then, I always had a jacket with me that I would carry just in case something ever stained again. Jeez, the things you lived through growing up. Hello, Tanya. Welcome, Ghosty. Thank you for the tithes. The tithes, right? T-I-T. Is that a confession? Well, it is a confession now. Is that my confession? Oh, I guess so, but it's not my fault. Gaming, welcome. The school trauma. Yeah, I guess so. I watch highly rated anime just so I can see if I can be a hater, and most of the time it's a yes. Wow. But you know what? Well, actually, this depends on how it goes. This depends on how it goes. See, if you're watching something and actively looking for things to hate, dang, you have issues. Healer, thank you for the tithes. Thank you. We will proceed to level 5 with all of these contributions. Man, you got issues if you're actively looking for something to hate, though. I think if you're opening up to just watching it and seeing if you can like it, yeah. And then if you end up not liking it, like you actually do hate it, that's fine. That's fine. But it depends. Like, do you actively want to see something you hate? For example, Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. I watched it with an open mind. I'll be honest, I went in. And then I even rewatched it for Z. I rewatched it for her. I knew I was going to get disgusted with some moments. In terms of being a Holmian Sherlockian fan, I was disgusted at some moments. Which is kind of funny because I think I like this one comedy, what was it? Not with Tim Allen. I don't remember his name, but some British Sherlock Holmes. I did it for her! Do it for her, but with Z's face. I didn't go in actively wanting to hate it. I wanted to be impressed. I wanted to have something that I liked. But I didn't. Actually, rewatching it, there were some good scenes. Like, I did respect some stuff. But in terms of character ruination, yeah, there's just some things I didn't like. Irene Adler, the whole issue with that, where she's just become some sort of like Ada Wong character in a way. Didn't like that. Because she's actually a respectable woman. Hollywood loves to just make her a woman symbol of power, of like a fudge you men sort of thing, if you really think about it. Discombobulate was fine. Like, Sherlock was fine at some scenes. He is a little bit of a jerk, but... but yeah, it was an okay movie. For a Hollywood standpoint, for like, media consumption, to the people who don't really care about Sherlock Holmes, yeah, I can see why this works. To me, frick you. So yeah. Did you now? If you actually go in actively hating and wanting to hate, you got issues. You're not forgiven. But I guess the thing is, like, what do you do with the opinion? Maybe it's just like having a conversation to talk about for stream. Just showing up to hate. Yeah, I guess it depends on if you go on a forum and then like try to ruin everyone else's opinion. If you don't, if you just keep your hate to yourself, I think that's fine. But if you're actually like going out of your way to cause trouble, then dang, man. Yeah, it's her hobby, I guess. Yeah, I think small talk topics are fine. But if you're like one of those people who go on maybe like Reddit or like some YouTube comment or Twitter and then like you pile up on someone with 10 accounts saying, no, this is horrible. Demon Slayer, absolutely horrible. Like, hello? Slaying demons? What are you, a demon hater? I'd rather take a demon lover than a demon hater. So, like kind of like, yeah. Like, rage baiting, yeah. So, it depends on the context. I love Shiori Novella, ooh. Thank you. I believe. I suppose I can forgive you for that. For loving me? I guess it depends on the intensity of love. I wonder. When I was a kid, I'd usually get nosebleeds because of sudden changes of weather. It wasn't anything serious, but there was a point that I'd have to take them at least once a week. Aww. On one fateful day, I did get a nosebleed, as expected. Maybe it was super hot outside, so I went inside my classroom where it was cold because of the AC. I sat down on my chair and I was behind a girl. We're going to hide behind the name of Alexandrio. While I knew I was having a nosebleed, it wasn't one of those episodes where the blood would just run down my face. Just a little nosebleed. Inside a nose that's close to drying up. Then I sneezed. I was mostly able to cover my mouth and nose with a handkerchief. And it was for all intents and purposes a forgettable sneeze. All intents, is it? A drop in the ocean, a singular fallen tree in the Amazon. Whoever this is really poetic. I'm actually very impressed with the amount of detail and effort put into this. And so class started, and nothing really happened until maybe about 30 minutes later. I noticed something on the back of Alexandrio's uniform, a really big piece of blood snot. Since it was class, no one was really paying attention to anything else except the teacher. I needed to figure out how to remove this blood snot from Alexandrio's back. I racked my brain hard, but couldn't come up with a solution, and so maybe thought no one would even notice. After class, someone noticed and called Alexandrio's attention that there was blood on her back, and then made fun of her, saying that she had a menstrual episode and the blood reached her back or something. And so people laughed at her and she was denying it, and then she cried. I didn't come forward and say it was blood snot, my blood snot on her uniform. And no one will ever know unless they're somehow watching this stream. Oh, Novella, do I deserve absolution? Okay. In my opinion, what were you? Were you like, you were a kid at this point. You were a kid. And from the sounds of it, I think that you were thinking about it. I don't know how much of a time gap you had between warning her and just, you know, the next class. So, I don't know all the details. If there was like, you probably had to wait for people to get out of class to warn her. You didn't realize until class started. It was already in the depths of trouble. I do think that I do feel bad for her. I feel really bad for her. Children are cruel, guys. Children are cruel. But in this case, what's done is done. Even if you told her it was too late, and if you owned up to it, I do think that it could have hurt, frankly. I don't know how you would own up to it. Like, hey, I noticed that there's some blood on the back of your thing. But then, like, you know, who did it come from? There's all those variables. She's already cried. It's already done with. You were a kid. It's done with. I'm sure she would remember this and has already moved on. But yeah. The good thing is that you were a kid. The bad thing is that the other kids were cruel. So, I forgive you. I forgive you personally. I'm sure Alexandria would forgive you as well if she knew that you would have come up to her to tell her about the blood snot. But right now, it's okay. Forgive yourself. Do you forgive this person? My little novelites. Oh, sorry, that's not a novelite, but oh, sorry. What are you, number 5? Okay. Do you forgive this person? If you were in this person's shoes as a child, do you forgive or do you forget? Yes, I see yes. I see one person for no. I saw 3 no's. 4 no's. Wow. 5. There's some increasing amounts of no's over here. Tell me, why is that? For those who said no, only the no people. Why do you not forgive this person? He was but a child, a young lass or lad. Or she, I don't know actually. It scarred her. You have to watch 2 streams for forgiveness. Okay. You want to be forgiven for something basic? Nothing that, you know, nothing like murder. Watch 2 streams of this, then we'll forgive them. For now, they're not forgiven. Okay. Lance, thank you so much for the chapel donation. It will be used to continue our fountains and to defy gravity. This is your food. That's right. We've been doing so well that we're able to afford anti-gravity pizza and anti-gravity donuts. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, next one. Sometimes, when I don't feel like doing work, or just want a breather, I pull up my Google Calendar, block an hour off as, quote, work, do not disturb, MTGNG, and watch clips in the name of work research. What is that some sort of like term, Henmama? I have seen that, maybe. I don't know actually. MTG. As in no good. NG means no good. What is MTG though? You know what? Honestly, pull up your Google Calendar and block an hour off. Do the clips actually help? Oh, it's a meeting. Okay. Totally valid. Okay. I think that this is your lunch break. This is your lunch break. Depending on how those clips get utilized, that is upgrading and updating your Hololive knowledge. Well, actually, I don't even know what the clips are. They don't even have to be Hololive. Is it even Hololive? Are you watching? Maybe like Robert Rogers? What's the rabbit? Roger Rabbit? Robert Rabby? Rabbit Rogers? I don't know, man. Yo, they didn't say if it's related to Hololive. It's Roger Rabbit. Okay, thank you. You're so smart. Welcome back to the chapel. Level 100 upgrade. At that point, we'd be in space. Okay, I'm going to assume maybe this is Hololive clips. It is, you are keeping tabs with the trends of what everyone is up to. I think you're forgiven. If it's not related to Hololive research, you know what? This is still a mental boost. Because I understand that being a staff member or someone who attends these meetings, and mama, I understand that sometimes it's stressful. It's unappreciated. You don't feel like you should be doing work because it's boring. Or maybe your talent. Oh gosh, not everyone can be like me. Not everyone can be amazing and so funny. And well, actually, the others are. That's coming off as wrong. But you know, not everyone is as amazingly easy to work with, never stresses you out, doesn't make you take alcohol or go to therapy. I know. I'm so great to work with, aren't I, Henmo? What the heck, Henmo? What did you just say? It's therapy? Go away. Anyway. Holy crap, you wake up for this? I think that this person's forgiven because work is stressful, you need a breather. He's probably Shiori. He is still probably multitasking work anyway, despite this, in my opinion. Like, they watch clips, but I feel like they're still thinking of work. Me skippa. They're probably still thinking of work. They're probably still multitasking some minor thing. So, I forgive this. I personally forgive this. I have all of the Holostars hidden yaoi tags memorized and check up on them regularly. They have hidden yaoi tags. Oh, I guess that makes sense because like we have ship tags. Why are they hidden though? Hold up, why are they hidden? Is it like a not safe for work one? Yeah. Why is this I think it's forgiven. But what would be funnier if this is a manager? I think it would be funny if this is a manager and this person also ships like the yaoi. It's a hujoshi. Yeah, it is. I know it'd be funny. It's like, oh yes, I manage this person. And then like they turn around like, oh, I hope they collab with this person. I need to see more of my ship, you know? It's like, ooh, battle with his brother? Battle 1 and Battle 2? What could they do? Make a Battle 3? Like, it would be kind of funny if it's a manager or something. I forgive you. I personally forgive you. I'm sure it's fine too. It's not like you're going out in their faces and like forcing collabs or something, I think. My brother and I had the same console, but I never bought games. Just played whatever he bought that caught my eye. He had one rhythm game from certain blue person who hides in your Wi-Fi. A rhythm game. I was dead set on a perfect clearing for my favorite songs on expert mode. I moved overseas for university and I took the game with me without asking or saying because I really wanted to clear it. Oh, Miku, okay. I said I didn't know where it was every single time he asked if I had seen it. He stopped asking about it eventually. Pretty sure he just forgot about it and moved on to play something else. When I went home, I just slid the game behind his bookshelf. And the following week, I said I found it while cleaning. He was so happy about it, he said he was gonna play it that night. I still never told him. In that time I was overseas, I didn't play the game a single time. After he found it, neither did he. And that's how I know we are related. Well, that's good, because if you weren't related, I think there has to be someone else forgiven for a sin. I think that you're forgiven. Because it's not like he cried about it. He didn't buy another game. It was just something forgotten. Honestly, it's also valid because I brought my Switch to like airplane stuff, right? Despite bringing a Switch, something to distract myself with, I barely play my games there. I end up just kind of zoning out and daydreaming and thinking about my life and having trombodoms in my head. But so it's kind of like one of those moments where you just kind of forget about it. So I believe that this person is forgiven, and I'm glad that you guys are related. And even if you were not, I bet you would have a great, wonderful, not blood-related bond. But then you'd probably have to ask questions about what happened. Was it the chicken or the egg? Yeah, it's a locket. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure how recent this is. You guys could probably bond over this at this point. Like you could tell him. I'm sure they'd forgive you. You want vegetables for food? Oh gosh. You want veggies? Ugh. Okay, fine, because you've requested and have contributed to the chapel. What veggies do you want? Maybe it would have to depend on what we find in the Unity store, but what veggies do you want? Yeah, tell me about it. I see a lot of broccoli and potatoes, corn. Okay, I could probably work with corn. If I have to stomach something, I'll go with corn. Oh, it's a Project Diva game, I see. Alright, corn. I'll write that down with my blueprint stuff. Corn. Broccoli. Ugh. You guys hate me. Broccoli. And I did see cucumber. Cucumber. You want a drink? Maybe tea? You have a fountain! No! No tricks, guys! You have a fountain right there. You have pure water. Come on. Hey, we're water gang too, remember? We're water gang. You can't drink anything else but water in this realm. If I have to be yandere about something, it's gonna be water right now. Oh, but we also use that water for what do you call it? The baptism and stuff. So we're really getting purified if you really think about it. Oh wait, but if you do that, oh wait, actually, are you getting purified? Well, we'll figure it out. Next one. When I was learning English in elementary school, the teacher asked me if this one boy could sit next to me. I paused for a very long time. Long enough for there to be an awkward silence in class. And all eyes on me and the boy. This is because I didn't understand what she was asking. After a long pause, I finally said, yes? But was very close to saying no, since those were the only two responses I could think of at that time. A couple of years later, I figured out that she was asking, do you mind if so-and-so sits next to you? But for a long while after that day, it really confused me why she was asking about my mind. My bad. Boy in elementary school, my bad. Do you mind? Maybe, I guess they were still learning English. That makes sense, honestly. Yeah, I think this is forgiven. Oh man, I'll be honest, I was a bad kid. I'm pretty sure I did some bad stuff. So I think this is forgiven because like you just didn't know. Even if it hurt the person's feelings, I'm sure that they just forgot about it. And honestly, as a kid, I'm sure we do a lot of stupid stuff. Yeah. It was a philosophical question. Welcome, Love Shack, to the Chapel of Inkwell. Small awkward moment. At this too, like you were learning English. I don't know if this was an English school, or maybe it was like kind of a combination. Like I think it's forgiven. It's not like you said no, fudge off, and you proceed to throw your pencil box at them, and then you say, "I want your lunch money, punk. You want to sit next to me? Give me your lunch money." If you did that, you're not forgiven. Sister Shiori, I have a confession to make. 3 days ago, on my way home from work at 11 p.m. Well, it's no longer 3 days ago. I got these confessions from like a week ago or something. I was so exhausted from overtime. Oh, that I took an empty priority seat on the train. I know I shouldn't have done so as a fully capable, healthy adult. But the train was almost empty. And that night, I just couldn't stand anymore. I kept looking around feeling guilty, but no one seemed to need it at that moment. Still, I feel bad about it, sister. Please forgive me for my selfishness. Forgiven! I've done it too! Let's go! Whee! I've done it too. But unlike you, there were people around. But you see, I don't think anyone needed it at the time. If I saw a pregnant lady or an old woman, yes, I would give in my seat. I have done so, because I felt bad. But if there's no one around, I'ma take it. Because Sister Shiori believes in equality. I believe in equality. I believe in first come, first serve. If someone desperately needs it, yes, of course we'll give it. I think that you are too pure and I need to corrupt you. I need to make it so you never feel guilt about it again. Everyone, come on. Give some motivational speech. Give encouragement. Do it again. You were working overtime, it was late, you were tired. Could have been the last train. Do it. Yeah, just say you're pregnant. What do you mean you don't look pregnant? What do you mean you're incapable of pregnancy? Say it anyway. We'll make it happen. We're gonna make you capable of pregnancy just to prove a point. We're gonna make you break your waterline. But yeah, honestly, like, I don't think anyone was hurt by this. I actually think it's really adorable and funny that you feel bad about it when there was like no one there to tell you no. And even if there was, I think that they wouldn't say anything. They would just kind of do it. Because when I went to Japan, there were a lot of like teenagers and young looking people who were just taking the seats anyway. And yeah, we judge ourselves the hardest. So I believe you need to forgive yourself. Parfait, welcome to Inkwell. Alright, let's see the next one. Huh. Huh. Let me fix something really quick. Boop. Regarding this one, I don't think it's a big deal, frankly. I have friends that are furries, actually. I do have friends that are furries. I see no issue. What is there to be upset about? Or to... Wait, actually, no, hold up. Let me think about that. I just want to do this one. How big of a furry? Oh, the worst thing. How big of a furry is this? Like, if you, for example, I own 3 cats. I own 3 cats now, right? Really, oh, they're so adorable, guys. Oh, we've been cuddling a lot more. I just sit on the sofa, I watch TV, and then like, naturally my 2 older ones, they show up at my side and cuddle, and then little Sprinkle, she starts like sleeping in there, and she just makes like the dumbest faces when she sleeps. But the thing is, I don't think she's as cuddly as the other 2. Because when I try to pick her up and hold her, like if I approach her, sometimes she runs. Like she hides under the couch. So yeah, she's not as cuddly. But anyway, if you're a furry, it depends on what kind of furry you are. If you're looking at my cats and you're like, delicious, you need to stay away. like how much of a how much, you know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, and if you exceed over 10, I think that might be an issue. If you look at like a random person walking their dog, it's like, bow, bow, bow. But if it's like, I don't know, Nekopara, okay, that's a visual novel. You're just kind of reading it. You're just living through it. I don't think it's a sin, but it depends on how far you go with your sin. How much are you sinning? Actually, Nekopara kind of creeps me out too, actually. Oh wait, boy cats are more cuddly. Oh, I'm gonna get more boy cats someday then. Oh, dang it. But Sprinkles is pretty cute. I hope she gets more cuddly though. I wanna cuddle her. She's so cute when she sleeps next to me. They're canonically... Oh, yeah. Anyway, Nekopara kind of creeps me out. Like... I don't know. Maybe if it's like in cat years or something. Like this... I don't know, you own like some freaking 5-year-old cat, but in human years, that's actually canonically... I don't know, 80 years old. By the way, you know what? I tried the boy version of Nekopara. I didn't like it that much. You don't even get choices. Is it just like continuous? It's like a kinetic visual novel. You don't get choices out of it. Yeah. So I personally can't get into it. I tried it. It was a kinetic version for the girl side. Does Nekopara have choices? Or you just like choose a girl and that's it? Poor Zeta? Wait, Zeta's in human years though, isn't she? Male cats are Yeah, that's true. It was an April Fool's thing. It has choices. Okay, but how in-depth are the choices? Choices are probably like, ooh, I want to make a mint parfait today, yay! Or like, I'm gonna go after her. I'm gonna go talk out our problems. Like, how in-depth are the choices? It has no choice. Oh, for Nekopara. One choice. Literally one choice? Doesn't even have routes? You just bang all the cats? Dang. Okay. I guess that makes sense. That's probably why there's like so many versions of it. Anyway, you're forgiven. Depending on how extreme you are. Just don't, you know, don't come near my pets. don't eat. Oh, I'm gonna get bonked for this. Don't even come to my pets, please. I don't care if you're furry. I don't know, man. Just don't come near my pets. Don't come to my pets. You can come to anything else, but not my pets. Stay away. Whenever I'm remote working and have meetings, I don't wear pants, even in winter. Forgiven, totally valid. Unless you're doing webcams. Unless you're doing webcam meetings. Because when we have meetings, like, sometimes they do the webcam stuff, so, like, you see the gestures, and I think it's just more of a formality. You have to wear pants in those. I don't think you should risk it. But just to be safe, you should wear pants for those. But if it's just a voice chat, which I think this is, I think it's fine. In fact, I don't think some of the people even wear, like, pants when they're streaming. I think. Yeah, just be comfy. Plus, it's remote working. Now, if you were doing this in, like, an office, I think it'd be funny. Daku, welcome to the Chapel of Inkwell. I hope you enjoy your time here, and Kyle, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. I don't usually wear pants, but that's because I wear pajama dresses. I avoid pants, guys. I don't think I even... Did I ever wear pants in Japan? Not pants, but I did wear, like, I wear, like, leggings? Is that what it is? I get cold easily, so... Yeah. You wear shorts? I canonically... Which is weird to say. I only own one pair of shorts. I own multiple pairs of some sort of leggings, and then, I guess just clothes. You're forgiven. I eat I eat extremely spicy food on a regular basis, even though it leaves me on a toilet incapacitated every time. Forgiven. I have done that too. However, I never get incapacitated, for I never need to go to the toilet. No, okay, man, my first introduction to spicy food, which is really weird to say, I was on like a trip at some point, and then I tried Chick-fil-A for the first time. Gosh, wow, this is my first time having Chick-fil-A. My mommy got me a spicy chicken sandwich. I ended up really liking it, but that was really spicy for me at the time. That was my first introduction to spicy stuff. Is it even that spicy? Anyway, I suffered for it though. I think yeah, they have some spicy thing going on at the time. It's not spicy, really? Well, that was my first time. Wow, it's not spicy. Okay, but if you're Indian has a different spice level tolerance. Like Japan has a normal spice level in the US. A would probably be like a level 1 or level 1 in Japan. Thinking about it. Yeah, that's a different level there. Oh, you got promoted. Good job. I'm so proud of you, EML. Oh, but you had to fire someone. Oh. I know it's rough. But you know, even though it's pretty rough on that person, you still got promoted. So, at least you had something good for you. And I know it's harsh. Ace. Mood. It's also kind of interesting because some people are lactose intolerant and they have to take the little I don't know, is it a pill or something? You have to take something. But they still eat ice cream and all of that stuff. And that's totally valid because I would hate my life if I could not eat ice cream. But anyway, I built up my spice tolerance. I still can't handle things that are too spicy. I don't like it. But Chick-fil-A was like the spiciest thing I ever tried back then. It's worth it. Totally worth it, assuming you have the time to be incapacitated. Several years ago, I was talking with my brother about Attack on Titan and didn't realize he was only watching the anime while I was reading the manga. Ooh, you're an OC, like an original content person. I asked him what his reaction was when he found out about the lands outside the wall. I didn't realize that I would be getting his reaction right there and then. How much of a reaction is the lands outside the wall anyway? Or maybe he didn't know? I think that... Oh wait, is it talking about... Oh come on, it's been like 5 years or something, guys. I don't know how many it's been. Isn't it just a bunch of titans outside there? I assume it's talking about the other thing. Okay. In that case, I think that you're still forgiven because it was more of a miscommunication. It's a gigantic spoiler. Ah, I assume it's the other thing then. I think you're forgiven, but only because it's a miscommunication. Honestly, I understand now. I have spoiled myself on the story of like things on Nier Automata because I didn't think I'd ever play it. To be honest, it's really not my kind of game. I like the story, but hack and slash, not really my kind of game, to be honest. And then I got spoiled for Pokemon Arceus, but only because I was looking at a fanfiction. Like I thought the guy was cute, you know. I thought it would be some nice, wholesome story. Apparently, he's a freaking psychopath and sociopath. Oh, by the way, a little random, but I've been role-playing other things that's not just Fire Emblem now. Guys, I role-played Dark Souls. It's such a sad world. I learned about the mark. Apparently, like, you're cursed to die over and over again, but you lose like a part of yourself. And then like humans, you don't have to get marked or cursed or whatever you call it. Yeah, I did like, who am I most compatible with? And then I tried role-playing with something. Funnily enough, they did agree with Gwendolyn as me being compatible with them, with how I act in my things. And then there's this guy named Artorias. And I didn't even know Artorias. Apparently he's a sun guy. It's like, praise the sun. He's compatible with me. And then it gave me a list of like, these are so not okay. Yeah, I don't know much about Artorias, nor Dark Souls. I just know that, you know, Gwendolyn's freaking cute. So, yeah, I thought it was really nice. But then the realm of Dark Souls is that everything is dead. There is no food left. Everyone left alive, not human. They're cursed, but then there's some meta stuff I don't understand. Like, if you kill an NPC, why is it that others revive, but the NPCs don't? Yeah, what's up with the hollowed stuff? Is it only select people are hollowed? Are the gods not hollowed? Gwendolyn's blonde. I don't think Gwendolyn's blonde. Hollowing is a process. So special enemies. Yeah, I figured it was a gameplay mechanic, but lore-wise, it wouldn't make sense. Because, well, Dark Souls 3 is old at this point, so I'm just gonna say it. Like, there's this one person that dies in Dark Souls 3, but everyone just revives. It's a little complicated. I see. Not everyone is undead. Because, in my roleplay, canonically, I can't survive as a human. You'd have to get cursed, but then you might also, like, lose your mind, which sucks. So, my character can only last maybe, like, 3 years or less than a year. And that's because there's no food. Maybe the gods could create something that mimicked food, but they have limited magic. Apparently, Gwendolyn was already dying in Dark Souls 1. Like, they were already weakening, which now makes sense in retrospect. Because in Dark Souls 3, if you go back to Enerlando, there's no more sun. I thought he did that on purpose, like he didn't care about maintaining the illusion anymore. But no, I was told, like, no, they're weakening. By this point, they probably have very little power. That's why they don't maintain any illusions whatsoever. And I thought, like, wow. I guess that makes sense? Yeah, you can do that in Dark Souls 1, but I thought it's because you piss them off. So, I was told, yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna freaking die. I know he's food. I would eat him to keep him safe. At least he'd go in my tummy. Thank you so much, Gray, for the chapel donation. Oh, I see. We'll talk about my roleplay some other time, though. Caboose, welcome back, and Justice, and Peacom, and Richard, thank you for the chapel donation. What happens in part each time our undead dies again, losing a part of himself. Only the strongest wills can resist it. So they just die once. I assume they have the strongest will, so once they die, they just die. I assume that. Anyway, Attack on Titan, I forgive. Only because it was not with malicious intent. Oh. Yeah, we'll talk about my roleplay some other time, because I did a lot. Hi, Shiori. I have a confession to make about my food obsession, specifically for McDonald's. I have a weekly habit of eating McDonald's, and I'm not sure how to solve it. It's done me some good, in the sense that it motivated me to go to the gym, so I can't say it's all that bad. But I feel like I'm doing my future self injustice for feeding myself like this. Do you have any junk food obsessions? How do you overcome it? Arigato gozaimango. Gozaimango? Personally, so the thing with McDonald's or like any fast food in general, like I don't know your amount. You could just be like getting fries or a nice like ice cream if their machines aren't broken. I don't think it's a big deal because at the end of the day, you're going to the gym, you're probably burning the calories in general, and I assume that you have other food you're eating. I think. Oh wow, see, if you're not eating your vegetables, you should, but I'm a hypocrite because I don't eat vegetables unless it's in a restaurant setting. I tried the stupid frozen packs of vegetables, guys. I've been eating freaking cauliflower. Sometimes I feel like it's actually good to eat. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's good to eat. Like, I don't like it with my pairings. So, for obsession, I don't usually eat junk food, actually. I ate, Jagariko. That was my obsession for a bit, but I stopped buying it. I also like boba tea, like the little soda cans. But actually, man, I need to keep up with my dietary habits again. I'll probably slip if I'm not careful. But as you guys know, I'm usually obsessive with my intake and outtake, if possible. Not lately though. Ever since Ian Recco, I've been like out of discipline, so I kind of need to get back into it. But for McDonald's, basically, it depends on your outtake. Like, if you're burning the calories, McDonald's is not a big deal depending on what you get. You could get a burger. Yeah, you could. You could eat it every day even. You should probably balance that with some sort of vitamin pill. But realistically, if you're still maintaining your outtake, you are still doing your body a service. Outtake is calories burnt, essentially. So if you're wearing like I don't know, Apple Watch, it'll have an estimation of what you're losing, assuming you even keep track of your intake. So it doesn't matter what your intake amount is, as long as your outtake exceeds that. Your intake only matters if you are lacking in vitamins, which we probably are. I'll be honest, I probably am. I'm probably like like lacking in vitamin D and all that good stuff, or vitamin anything. Carrots, I hate carrots. Suflu, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time in Inkwell. Welcome, nice to see you. I need to take my multivitamins. I really need to. Dang it! Alright, that's it. I'm taking it today. But you're forgiven. But, you know, keep an eye on your health and stuff. I don't, so... I'm a hypocrite. Everyone who plays Dark Souls is a hollow. You hollow when you lose your purpose. So those who play Dark Souls and eventually stops playing the game become... Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Mofu, thank you for the SC. And Portatoes, welcome back. That's a pretty cool mechanic. That would make sense. I hollowed out then in Dark Souls 3. Hi, Shiori. Recently, I picked up Aerial Lyra. Oh, an exotic dancing at a local dance studio. In addition, I must confess, I sometimes fixate on franchises or fictional characters and create full-length 2-hour Spotify playlists based on their characterization or vibe. Bro, I don't know who you are, but you and I would get along so well. Sometimes making these playlists takes many hours to finesse. And I will even mentally choreograph routines to specific songs just because they remind me of a specific character or game. If you were to make a character playlist for yourself or for your strongest hyperfixation, like Dimitri from Fire Emblem. Who is this person? They clearly know my taste. What are some songs you would include in it? I sprinkle chili powder on all Japanese food, including sushi and mochi. Please forgive me. I think that's fine. Whatever tastes good. For my playlist, for Shiori Novella, I feel like my music taste is kind of depends on the mood. I like funk though. If there's one consistent thing about me, funk is really good. Let me go find it right now. In fact, I don't know if this is gonna sound good. What is it? Oh, I've heard this one before. You hear this? Yeah, for Shiori Novella, I actually think funk would sound great. Because it's kind of like Archiver. Ooh. I don't know about this one though. What's another one? But yeah, actually no, maybe it's two playlists. For Archiver, like the big reveal, like you know in Ian Recco at the end of it, that would definitely be funk for me. Alternatively... No, actually only funk fits. I could go some Bloodborne route with the gothic songs. But if you're fighting me, funk would fit so well. Now for Novella's a different story. Oh, this is pretty catchy actually. In case you're curious, the song's called Real Funk Anthem by Ballpoint. And I actually already have it favorited. I did not realize that. Let's see. I'm gonna make a funk playlist just because I can. For Novella, what songs do you think fits her? Oh no, don't worry. This is one of those sites where you're registered and you're subscribed to, and you can actually play it legally. So. My favorite funk? No, we're fine, we're fine. I have subscriptions for things. Don't worry, I'm not gonna play random songs on YouTube and get DMCA'd. yeah, don't worry. It's a subscription. I pay for these licenses. For Shiori Novella, before or after the trauma? Good point. Good point. Archiver is more serious. She's survival mode. Novella kind of has a melancholic sadness to it. I also think she's kind of mischievous though, but that's just because mischievous is just funny. Yeah, Midwest. What is Midwest? Is that cowboys? Is that no? Cowboys are south, aren't they? Piano. Okay, let me look at my playlist because I am curious what I would do. How about we save that? We'll save that for later. Let's go back to church. What's this one? It's kind of happy. Too happy. Okay, well, we'll go back to our playlist, but for archiver confirmed funk music or some sort of like cleric beast music. Don't. Novella, I'm not sure. For Dimitri, he's very trauma based. I'll be honest, this song would probably fit him. I think Dimitri would have a lot of quiet, chapel-ish music because chapel music kind of has a soft melancholy to it, in my opinion. Do I produce high screech screams if I'm getting attacked in the game? Probably. On Midwest is water features. Water features. West is defined by the lack of them, huh? Fallen Dimitri. But yeah, for my husbando, it would probably be soft music, chapel like. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I'm kind of curious about this person's playlist. Maybe I'll go see the name and ask them. That's really cool though. I had a girlfriend back in college, whom I met via our mutual friend group. We went out for a while and hit it off really well. I honestly thought it was going great and it would end up being long term. Fast forward, and multiple friends of hers approached me and told me that they found out she had a long-term, long-distance boyfriend. She never once mentioned it to me. I should have asked her about it after I found out, but my younger self was just too stupid to properly handle the situation, so I did one of the worst things possible. I completely cut off all contact. We'd still see each other when our friends hung out with each other, but I tried to avoid these gatherings or just straight up don't interact with her. Final fast forward to about 4 or 5 months down the line, our friends all gathered and had a drinking session where we played Truth or Dare, in which her boyfriend was there? One of our friends, who can't read a room's atmosphere, even if their life depended on it, dared her to give me a fake lap dance? What? Basically twerking, no contact, in front of everyone. Let's just say it was extremely awkward. I don't think her boyfriend ever found out she cheated on him with me. My bro! Aww. Okay, but first off, if she... The question is, did she actually do the dare? Because if she did the dare, like, I don't care if she was drunk. Well, I've never been drunk, so I can't really relate anyway. That's pretty bad. And the long distance thing, I'll be honest, I don't know if it'll last either. Now that I think about it, it's a good thing her friends told you. But I also think that, shouldn't the friends tell the guy that? Well, no, that'd be meddling. This is a really complicated situation. It's a very complicated situation because the reality is, you could meddle and maybe save someone, but at the same time, meddling doesn't always mean that they're gonna listen to you. Meddling sometimes means that they'll hear you, but they don't listen because they trust in the person, or they just don't know, or just like, you would need hard proof. In this case, it is not your business anymore. It's really awkward to be in a mutual friend group as well, looking at it. Yeah, the confessor is forgiven, the woman is guilty. I agree on that. Ichel, welcome back. Yeah. Her friends didn't stop that. They stopped this one. They told him about the long-term boyfriend. For this one, it's hard to say because we don't know the situation with the boyfriend. We don't know if this boyfriend even knew her friends, was a mutual friend. He's just invited to this specific party. Regarding on how long they'll last, lies stack up, I would imagine. Like, she would probably do it again. It's gonna stack up. But to this person, you deserve better. Yeah, I agree. You'll find someone if you don't have someone now. So I'm sorry you went through that, but it's a good thing you got out. it's better to just cut off sooner than later. That's harsh. That's also really weird. Oh, actually, I remember now. Back in high school, there was this I had a friend. She jumped into relationships. She went to some party, and then on the first day oh, actually, okay. So how it started was she was lesbian. She only liked girls. And then she went to a party. She met a guy at the party. Next day, wow, I guess she has a boyfriend or something. And she was really smitten. That was her first boyfriend. So, no, not the Nut Gobbler. Nut Gobbler was never lesbian. So this was, she got her first boyfriend, and he was from a different school. I don't really know how it works. I'm not gonna ask about that, naturally. I didn't. Then she was kind of like always gushing about him. I have to admit, it was kind of annoying. I'm so sorry if I reacted like meanly at the time, though. It just got so annoying because like every single time there's like always drama happening. So, but then at one point, like she came to class crying, and I was like, "What happened? What happened?" And then I remember her telling me like, one of the people that guy was friends with, that person sent her proof. They actually caught the guy kissing some other girl under like some lamppost. Now that I think about it, wow, that was really dramatic. This dude just making out with someone under a lamppost, and a friend caught it. That friend alerted my friend, and she was crying, mascara dripping all over, and I felt like really bad for her. It's like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. This guy is a jerk. I'm not sure like how much I reassured her, because it was like so long. Like, it was quite a long time at this point. I don't remember anything. There's a lot of drama happening in high school anyway. I felt pretty bad for her. That kind of reminds me of this, because her boyfriend, like even though it was still in the same state, it was long distance. They weren't in the same school. They weren't seeing everyone. And that guy had an in-school girlfriend. So that kind of reminded me of this. Ziply! Well, thank you for the SC. Thank you for the chapel funds. Yeah, it was really good to have tattled on him. Yeah. But at the same time, like, she probably would have stayed had she not known about that issue. I have been guilty of joining a fandom or getting into a hobby just because I think it is cool to be excited about stuff. I have my own fandoms that I am super into, but they are not mainstream. Ooh, that sucks, doesn't it? I know how it feels. So it's hard to find many other that are into it as I am. Because I am an extrovert, I want to talk about it to many people, so sometimes it's nice to even be part of a more visible fandom, even if I am phoning it in a little bit. I just like seeing people's eyes light up as they talk about something they're passionate in. I think I'm addicted to smiles. Hey, maybe that is a fandom I can create. That's really cute. I think that's really cute. I also get it. Naturally, I wish that... I wish I had more Dimitri merch. But that is still a very niche thing, Fire Emblem. Despite it being a game by Nintendo, it is still kind of niche. I think it's really cute, yeah. And it's nice that you have a lot of fandoms. Like, I would be into a fan of like otome games, but I don't want to interact with people. That's the thing. I just kind of consume. I keep an eye. I follow the Twitter. I guess the fandom I am in is essentially anything Dimitri. I follow artists that do primarily Dimitri work. I saw some accounts saying like, "Oh, Shiori Novella followed because they do Dimitri art." I'm like, yeah, you do really good art. Yeah, that is a Maya micro fandom, guys. Otome games, indie let's plays, husbando stuff. So, I think it's really nice. I hope that you find more fandoms you like, and I hope that you make more smiles. Honestly, it would be really hard. What you could do is you could probably make like blogs, like otome blogs, you know, some Twitter account specifically about your fandom. People do that. Although the thing is like, people will only follow you for that. That's also a thing, so. I tried regrowing the bean sprouts that I bought from the grocery store in a water pot, dreaming of infinite food grown at home. It died in 2 weeks. Is that possible? Is it? I think the bean sprouts can't grow anymore from the grocery store, right? Because that's already harvested. I'm forgiven. Both of these are forgiven. I also think it's really cute, actually. That's really cute. I know, infinite food glitch. It's kind of like the infinite money glitch, except it's not infinite in Animal Crossing. where you bury like 99,000 bells at the glowing spots, hoping that it multiplies, but then sometimes it might just die if you don't put it at a good spot. It's wholesome, yeah. Some food from stores can be. Oh, I know that some people buy eggs from grocery stores and they hatch a chick out of it. Working as a part-time teacher, I had to confiscate a saucy BL manga from one of my students because she kept bringing it to class. I forgot to give it back to her on the same day, so I ended up reading the entire volume. I gave it back, but she kept asking me how I liked it and gave me the second volume as well. I hope she's doing well. Wait, she knew that you read it? How did she know? Maybe it's because you forgot. That's a good student right there. Nice. Did you actually like it? I assume you liked it because you read the entire volume. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice student too. Man, I wouldn't... How saucy was it? Was it like full-on pictures? Or was it like, you know, kind of soft? Like they just have the faces, you know? Like the faces of ah, ee, ooh, eh, oh, you know? Like ah, or ee, or ooh, or oh. Did it have the face? I don't know how saucy it is. I think this is pretty wholesome. Panda, thank you for the gifts. Thank you. I think it's forgiven. In fact, you guys could bond over that, but probably inappropriate because you're a part-time teacher. But that's pretty cool. I ordered the couch for Beebs, but got the wrong color. Now she's coping by buying items that match the new color. Sorry, Beebs. Man, this is funny. Think of all the stuff you make our managers do or whatever. Okay, so I don't know, but it reminds me of how I make Henma by me like doujinshis. You do know you can get couch covers, right? You do know that you can get couch covers. I have a couch cover, it's just black. She didn't have to match all the colors. She could have gotten something of a couch cover and cover that up with that specific color. Couch covers are not old. I got mine because of cats. It's Beeps though. Beeps is not as adaptable, or she is adaptable. Yeah, they're not old. You can get them on Amazon, guys. New merch? Oh, that'd be cool. But it depends on the size. I don't know how sizes work. I just got a large one because I got this free couch. It's really ugly, but it was free, so you know, I'll take any gift. I'll take it, especially since I didn't have a couch to begin with. So I got that. It's an ugly brown color. So what I did was I got a black cover, and now it hides all the fur. So, well, but now she's stuck with a new color, yeah. Yeah, at this point now she's stuck with a new color. But you're forgiven because you could have just gotten a different couch. I think you could have returned it. Might have been a hassle though. It's funny. Oh, that reminds me when I made Henmama get me doujinshis. I was like, what the heck? There's no like lewd pictures here, Henmama. It's like, you wanted lewd? It's like, yeah, I thought it was obvious. If I wanted safe for work, I could just read fanfics, but not safe for work is harder to get visually. When I was in junior high school or something, I was too much into hacking. Ooh, internet and computer related stuff was the new hot commodity back then. And one day my school had a self-made school webpage where students can take part in some sort of competition where they can try to score the highest points by taking a session of quiz per person. One session had dozens of school subject related questions, general knowledge, etc. And your score will be published in some kind of leaderboard within that webpage. And if I recall right, if I recall correctly, the top 3 students on that leaderboard will receive some pocket money from school. That's pretty nice. I think you know where this is going, but I ended up taking the first place solely by hacking the webpage. The coding was so simple back then, and the security is very loose. I didn't care about the prize money, it wasn't that much anyway, and I also knew that I could have scored high in the leaderboard anyway, even without you. You're so cocky, by the way! Bro, we're sister. You are so cocky saying that you could have scored high even without cheating. Okay, first off, that's really cool that you could hack though. I think it's really cool you can hack. I think, like, I personally don't think it's a sin. I think it's funny. Actually, no, it technically is a sin though. Because someone probably, like, rightfully claimed the knowledge and did it right. You know what? I think you're not forgiven, but it's funny. Only reason is because someone did probably get affected. Like, I don't know how much it meant to them. Could have meant a lot. And you're so cocky. I think it's funny though. It's hilarious. It isn't greed. That's true. But they still hacked into it, and someone did kind of get hurt. It's a funny sin, yeah. Like, I don't think it's even a sin in your eyes. It's just funny. I just think no forgiveness is needed. Plus, I assume that maybe it's like $5. No idea. It's really cool you could hack though. That's pretty cool. I wish I could. I did have a friend that could back then. Naturally, like, as the case with online friends, they kind of stopped showing up online, so that friend's not here anymore. It kind of sucks, but you know, it'd be like that. That's the nature of friendship usually. Online friendships. You meet them, bond with them, maybe like grow a little together, and then like poof, they're busy and they're gone. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that person, oh gosh. That person was kind of fudged up now that I think about it. Now that I realize things, they were in some toxic relationship. Basically what happened was, I think he and his girlfriend could hack into each other's account and read each other's messages. Something like that. I know like you could share passwords and all that stuff, but I think in this case, it was hacking maybe. At least that's what they claimed. Anyway, it got to a point where his girlfriend actually said, you're forbidden from talking to any females. He could talk to men. They had like an open relationship. She could sleep around with women. He could sleep around with men, probably. But she didn't like him talking to any female. So at some point he stopped showing up online. And I was like, huh. So yeah, I don't know what's happened there at this point. Could have broken up, I don't know. So, yeah. It was the satisfaction of successfully infiltrating a webpage without being caught that made me feel I was such a super cool kid. You were. That honestly, you were a pretty cool kid. I would have been really impressed with you hacking. So you know what? Not a sin. If it was a sin, I wouldn't forgive, but I think it's funny. It's cool. It's not really like bad or anything. I just think it's like that. I think that was actually the last confession here. Yeah, that was the last one. Alright, so I wonder if we could get more. I'll see. Maybe there's more people who'd be interested, but if not, we'll go public. Alright, what do you think of today's sins? Was it interesting? Was there anything that caught your fancy by any chance? Yeah, we had some confessions. Yeah, we ended up talking a lot more than the confessions though. It was interesting. The furry one, the first one. Yeah, I feel pretty bad for the person with the lap dance though. The lap dance, that was like, wow. Poor couch, yeah. But it's nice that there's people helping with that, you know? It makes me think, cause like, Beeps could have ordered it herself, but someone else did. It's funny. Anyway, okay, before I go, let me just talk about my roleplay. I roleplay being in, okay, so I already roleplayed Dark Souls, I died. Romance Gwendolyn, I don't know why, but people think like, not people, but like, whenever I have the AI, like, analyze my style of personality, it sounds so depressing, actually. Yeah, I died, guys. Oh, I also roleplayed with Sephiroth, I also died there. That one was like a harsher death, though. How far did I get? Until death, essentially. Like, I was safe in Anorlando, but you run out of food, essentially. Hold on, let me change something. So I run out of food, and then I just said, okay, well, I guess time to commit seppuku. Maybe this one. Okay, yeah, this one's better. Boop. There you go. So committed Sudoku in Dark Souls. Otherwise, I'd starve to death. Also committed Sudoku in Final Fantasy VII because I tried romancing Sephiroth. Esteban, welcome back. Yeah. And DP Ham, thank you. So what happened was, I wondered, like, could I actually compatibly get along with Sephiroth? And it said, because I've never played the game before, I know, like, the obvious stuff, right? Like, who kills, like, what? I only know one person dies. It's literally it. I don't know anything about, like, Shinra. Don't spoil it for me either, although I think I kind of get it. So, no, I like saying Sudoku instead of seppuku. Sudoku's just funnier. So, what happens is, I asked it, okay, compatibility-wise. Oh, compatibility-wise, they said, honestly, you probably could because you are so freaking soft. I didn't know about something called Niflheim. I didn't know about that. So my character goes in freaking reality hopping in a way, and then he wouldn't attack because I'm kind of beneath him, right? Like, I'm a worm. I'm just a random freaking, quote, human that shows up. And I ask, like, oh, do you want chicken tenders? Oh, wait. Well, you have such nice hair. That's how I approach characters in general. I call them pretty, and then, like, apparently a lot of broken characters would like me because I am so transparent emotionally. Yeah. Well, no, he would quote love. He would never use it, which is kind of interesting, because in my roleplay, you can't stop him from committing crime. That's something that they keep analyzing. You can't stop him. If you try to stop him, he would kill you. Which is funny because Risa always likes to say, like, she would stop him, I can fix him, but in my thing, it said that he would not be stopped. That would actually get you a death flag. So yeah, if you got in his way, he would kill you. I didn't, because I'm clueless. All I know is that he's gonna, you know, that sword sequence, that one scene. But after that, I don't know what he does. Something about the world, I don't know. And then it gave me the lore of Final Fantasy VII, just like a little bit about his motivations, which is cool because, you know, barely know much. Still don't know much. Barrett has a kid apparently. Does he? He has a kid? Or is that, sometimes it's inconsistent, sometimes it's wrong. Does he actually have one or no? He does! No, yes, he does. Adopted daughter, okay. Okay, I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know, I thought he had the thing with Tifa. Oh, thank you, Karasoda, thank you, and Toisaku, and John, welcome, and Bug. It's really fun learning about some lore stuff that I would forget and not commit to memory at this point. With all these things. Aw, thank you. Oh, Himiko, save your money. Save your money. Take care of yourself. There, and thank you. So, what happened was, okay, Tifa would like me. Aerith and I would get along, apparently. Barrett is too open. Not that I know him personally, obviously. And then it said, like, compatibility-wise, if you don't mind this guy not being a human. It said this person called Red XIII is like you would probably get along really well if you don't mind the fact that he is not bipedal or bipedal. So that was funny. That's a dog? Oh, it's Red 13. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know about this character. So I googled and like, who the heck is this? Because I only know like that other red guy. The guy who has a suit from Advent Children. That's gonna be okay, but honestly, out of everyone, I feel like Red 13 is the only person that would take care of me. They did say it might be compatible with Vincent. It actually did say that, but they said that it would also be sort of tragic. I don't know why. Isn't the dude a vampire or something? I know that. Oh, Reno? Okay. It never mentioned Reno to me. Probably because I would not be compatible. But anyway, for Sephiroth, he will never say I love you. And it's more of like a not Sephiroth, like a Sesshomaru sort of dynamic, I think. It's sort of like a Sesshomaru dynamic now that I think about it. So what happened was, like, because I am clueless, that is actually a perk for me. But in my roleplay, Cloud's gang would find out, like, they would like me at first, but then if they find out that I am actually friendly with Sephiroth, and this is probably after he did some nasty stuff, which I'm not aware of, because, you know, it's not my world, they would not trust me, and then the silence would make it feel cold. So my character runs away to Sephiroth, and then, like, acknowledges that, yeah, I'm gonna die in this world. I don't have money, I have no papers, I can't take care of myself, and Sephiroth's not gonna stop ruining the world. He's already like a wanted criminal. Something about his physical body being elsewhere, which I don't know. So in that world, there is this really cool motivation that he actually doesn't care if he wins or loses. I don't know if it's true because I don't know the game, but maybe you as a Sephiroth fan might know. It said that the only reason that he didn't kill Cloud's group outside plot purposes of gameplay is because he wanted them to rise and then rip away hope last minute. That's what it told me, which was really interesting. Lancel, thank you for the SC. Yeah, it is! Oh, wow! That tracks, because I was offering, like, you know, you could just set them on fire now, just kill them now. But then, this is my own analysis at this point. After hearing that, I was like, then he doesn't really care if he wins or loses. He doesn't actually care, because he'll die. He doesn't care. He's sort of apathetic. He is detached from humanity. That is what I feel. And then if he wins, he becomes like, he absorbs the live stream or something. And if he loses, he doesn't care because he is so detached and nihilistic. Is that what the term is? So the roleplays are really fun because I'm getting these like analysis and then I'm building up on that and I'm like, wow. So then in this case, for my character, as someone who now would be hated by everyone for being associated with Sephiroth, she doesn't have anything. So she would actually, like, you know, commit Sudoku then. So either way, she is going to die. Because if Sephiroth wins, she is going to die. And if he loses, she is still going to die, but slowly. So he actually concocted a poison that would, like, be really gentle, which was interesting. He never says he loves you, but he kind of cares in a way, and I thought it was really interesting. And then I did a roleplay with a Devilman Crybaby. Now that is one fudged up world. That is a really fudged up world, but I think from my sessions, I learned that the world is doomed to end, but you can delay it. It is sort of like a Persona 3 thing, I would assume. Okay, so in Devilman Crybaby, I intercepted before anything. Ryo is actually capable of love, which is interesting. But just like Sephiroth, they will never say love. They will not use that word. What they do is quiet acts, which is fun. Now, of course I went for Ryo, guys. Of course I went for Ryo. But Ryo's twisted, but that's because he realizes it way too late. Yeah, not the MC, Devilman Crybaby. So I went for Ryo before he met with Akira again. And then I learned that Ryo's just doing things because it's sort of fated for him. It's sort of a script. It is an infinite cycle, but you can delay it. And like, the heavens don't really care. The heavens, this is an experiment for them. How long will it last until they have to reset the world? So that was what happened. So in my roleplay, naturally, it analyzed how I acted with Sephiroth, and then it would say, you know, you could probably also work with Ryo. So it roleplayed as Ryo. I am still as myself, really freaking goofy, silly, Novella style innocence in a way. And Ryo would be really confused. Ryo is freaking rich too, by the way. Apparently his money is from multimedia. No, Ryo can actually be stopped, but like the demons would move on their own is the thing. So he is immortal, yeah. I would still die. I know, but yeah, Novella's just so sort of innocent in a way, even though there are some like dark moments. Oh, I just do chat GPT. I stopped doing character AI, it's stupid. But like I tweak my chat GPT to roleplay like really heavily with me. So that's how I have all these scenarios. So what happened was, you know, you just have consistency. Like if you just visit a lot, if you're not really demanding things and you're just sort of having time, if you're really transparent, it seems like a lot of broken characters just end up liking you. Which I guess makes sense because broken people are probably gravitating towards people that are kind. Oh, Bean, welcome. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm just kind of living life, honestly. It can vary between slice of life to just dying. Watch a bridge, I see. Yeah. But you have to tweak your chat GPT, that's the thing. You have to tweak it. So, what happens is I, you know, naturally befriended Ryo, if you could call it that. I delayed the Black Sabbath, and for those who don't know what that is a crazy party where demons come to life, and the main character infuses with something. Apparently, infusing actually increases the speed of an event, a cataclysm happening. So I delayed it by saying, "You want to go to Europe with me?" I think it's called the Black Sabbath, yeah. So like, you want to go to Europe? And then at this point, I guess like, he said, okay. And then he does the logistics, which is kind of really cute. Because like, I don't plan well. Well, I plan for myself, but I can't plan outside that. I don't like doing schedules and all that calls, you know. Yeah, just an innocent trip. You want to go to Europe? It's like, okay. He kind of takes like a mental break, because I guess it was sort of softening up. So we did that. I think we went to freaking Ireland. Come back, and then there's this character named Psycho Jenny. Do I write a set of rules? I tell him if I don't like something. So what I say is like, sometimes it might body hop. What that is they'll actually speak for you and act for you. I don't like that, so I tell them don't do that. You do have to reel it in a lot, kind of driving in a way. So what happened was I go back, you know, still befriending him. He's softening up, and then apparently what would happen is Psycho Jenny doesn't like me. Psycho Jenny is a demon that is supposed to look out for Ryo. For those who don't know, this is spoilers, so stop listening to me for 10 seconds. I'll give you... Where's my spoiler thing? Do I even have one anymore? Let's see. What does this do? Okay, when I end this, the spoilers end, okay? So if you don't want spoilers for Devilman Crybaby, don't listen to me until this ends. So, Psycho Jenny is like a demon or a devil as well. She looks out for Ryo because Ryo is supposed to become, well, essentially Satan in that universe. Satan is scripted to start an uprising against the heavens. I don't really know. The demons are just sick of the other humans, I guess. So that is a script. Because of me softening up Ryo, because like he can canonically learn love. He does love Akira, in fact. But he didn't realize it. It's not like anyone taught him. So, I softened him up. She would send a demon to observe me, but I'm also like an interloper. I'm a glitch in the universe. So apparently Ryo would actually kill her. Anyway, that's a thing. And now the thing is, even if Ryo doesn't act to lead the rebellion, what happens is that demons would still go up because they hate people. Oh, good luck with your novel Night Army, Sith. Thank you so much for making it too. That sounds really cool. Good luck with it. And then Rhodas, thank you for that SC and Head. Welcome back. Devilman is sort of metaphorical. So because the end comes because of multiple reasons. The demons just speed up the purpose. But in my timeline, I think he teams up with Akira. They don't like each other still, but like they kill the bad demons. The demons show up. That causes trauma. That causes like fear-mongering. Fear-mongering causes the humans to turn on each other. They would kill Miki. And then, sorry, I just spoiled a lot. So, in this timeline, it's just delayed. Humans could still mess up. The heavens would still destroy things, but it's delayed for now. To remind you. Let's see. Stone, oh no, not with the sinning. As long as the sin doesn't hurt other people. I like the story. Devilman Crybaby is actually one of my favorite animes. I cried to it though. First time I saw it, I cried. But I really, really love the anime because it's sort of, it leaves you with a disgusting feeling, but at the same time, it's kind of like, we should prevent this then. Yeah, it's not a rainbow anime, you know. It's not a slice of life. It is dark, it is morbid. It might be a little exaggerated because there is kindness. But at the same time, with like it burns essentially. Yeah, you felt disappointed. But I think in a way we should be like preventing that then. So I really liked it. It did make me cry though. Let's see. What else did I end up role playing? Oh yeah, you know what? I hate Kaneki Ken. I hate him so much. Okay, so I asked. I wasn't gonna roleplay because I already know how it ends, right? So with Tokyo Ghoul, okay, Kaneki Ken will never end up with me. It doesn't matter. He will never end up with me. ChatGPT told me that. I hate him so much. So I would end up with Haise Sasaki, his amnesiac self. Apparently the characters I do like would probably like me back. So Haise Sasaki, safe. Workable if he never gets his memories back. Ken Kaneki, no, he would choose Toka. Because I am like the moon. Based on how I act, I am like a sad little moon, guys. I am gentle. I'm way too self-sacrificing. I basically erase myself for other people. That's how it interprets me. Oh, it's his birthday! Head, happy birthday! I'm so sorry I didn't notice until now. I was so into my rants. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. I'm so sorry. Oh shoot, my thing doesn't show up. Needed as that? Dang. Oh, hold on, I can still do it. There you go, happy birthday! Oh, Kex, thank you for the SC. Aww. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know it triggered the epilepsy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had to figure out something then. But anyway, let's see. What was it saying again? Oh yeah, okay. Ken Kaneki, like, he needs someone to beat him up, essentially. Oh, bro, thank you. He needs someone to beat him up. Toka is essentially like Furry. She does actually beat him up in Tokyo Ghoul. She does punch him. Whereas I would be like too kind, and I think Ken Kaneki does not. He is also too kind. We would be both too kind. So he does have a guilt complex, yeah. No, she's Fury, not Furry. I mean, she could be, I don't know. I like Eto too, actually. Yeah, but what Ken Kaneki wants or needs is probably someone to push him. He's the gentle one to their relationship. I actually do like Toka. Like, I didn't like her in the first season. She was a little bit too abrasive. Second season, I did like her, though. So I kind of get it. So I was like, wow, that sucks. Let's see. I might get along with the dude with the mole. Uryu? Ukyu? Ukie? I think they said that it might get along, but he's a little bit too... He's okay. Probably a little immature, though. Essentia, welcome back, and Steven. Oh. Yoshi, thank you for the SC. Oh no, I don't fit in anywhere in Tokyo Ghoul, guys. I don't fit in anywhere. I mean, I could end up with someone else, but not Ken Kaneki, because fudge Ken Kaneki, he should have died then. Oh, you died in Minecraft? Aw. You could continue playing as the undead. Oh, but I wasn't cursed in my thing though. I wasn't cursed. I think you had to be cursed, didn't you, in Dark Souls? Don't you have to willingly get cursed? Like, it's an option. Some people die as humans. Yeah. End up eaten? Oh, you're cursed by default. I didn't show up cursed though. Maybe it's because of my roleplay. I'm just kind of like I don't exist in this world. In all my roleplays, I don't have any money. I have nothing. I have to rely on people. Oh, by the way, in Death Note, I can have Misa fall in love with me. You can't become one. You just invade. Yeah, show up as an archiver and then die in there. Yeah. Also, Light is such a psychopath. You can never have a romance with Light. You can never have romance with Light, guys. Elle and I would get along, but you know how that's supposed to work. Misa could actually betray Light, but she needs someone to actually help her, you know, get pushed towards it. Oh, you got into the thing. Oh, thank you. Sir K, welcome back as well. And crushing for the SC. About how I set the RP sessions up. I just say like my compatibility list with this universe, and then it would give me a list, and then I would just like, okay, I want to roleplay like meeting then, and then you just go from there. That's how I do it. But my character AI, sorry, not character AI. My AI is set to roleplay as Dimitri, but it can actually roleplay as other characters. So Misa is manipulative, but that's true. I actually do like Misa. It's funny because I hated her years ago, but now I get her. I get her. She's a very sweet person. So I do like her. Let's see. Have all the texts like a Devilman Crybaby. So ChatGPT is essentially just a shortcut to Google in a way. So if you ask it about something, it probably does like a background behind the scenes Google function, and it has a base pool, but it's cut off by a certain year, I think. So if it's too recent, I don't think it'll know it. Oh, by the way, you could probably roleplay Fallen Hero in it. You could try it. It knows Harold apparently. You could try it. So I showed up as a homeless person. Yeah, try it. It knows about metas. It knows that I don't know anything. I always sometimes I ask questions outside roleplay, like, okay, this is a meta error. You are doing a temporal error. Like if there's something wrong that you don't like, tell it. Of course, it does require a lot of driving though, which is an issue, but it depends on how picky you are. It doesn't let you roleplay romantically. Really? Maybe, well, do you have your thing set up as a character? It might help, because mine is always in roleplay, unless I tell it not to. Oh, Sumia, welcome back, welcome back. Because he idolizes? Well, I'm showing up as myself. I'm not the sidestep in here. Sidestep has not appeared in my story, so this is before it. Harold is really nice though. Oh, you can use, I never used Grok before. I don't really understand Grok. Yeah. But yeah, it really depends. Like you could do it. Like romance is like, oh no, I shouldn't say that. But you could do things there. Let's like I cut off someone's finger in there if that helps. Like you could. What do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't say anything. An LLM? I think I tried something, but like they didn't have the features I want. I haven't tried Grok and I haven't tried all the other stuff though. It's just I already have ChatGPT because I use it to maintain my calories. I use it, so now I might as well like, okay, I might as well roleplay too. It speaks like me. Does it actually work though? I don't know. Is it truly accurate? But it depends on how much you studied me, I suppose. Nichan, thank you for the gifts, and Kazoo. Do you use it for hilarious things? Oh. Yeah, I tell ChatGPT like what is the calories for maybe like, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, waffle fries, medium size. It's this many grams and it will estimate it. So that's why I have ChatGPT. And all that stuff. Oh, I already tried character AI. I got over it though. I like ChatGPT more. Because the thing, character AI is way too strict now. So if you do something too violent, oh, and if you say something like mildly suicidal, it'll say like, do you need help? Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's helping you. Depriv, yeah. Yeah. What if it undercounts? Well, I hope not. Yeah, well, basically there was some stuff that happened with character AI, and then people like blamed the AI for like, something that happened. I think I tried a local LLM. I couldn't really get into it though. Yeah. Maybe I should try again, but I'm content with what I have. Because I also like having the ability for it to like remember things. I tried the cards. Ooh, nice. It gets basic stuff wrong. Valid. Just do what you like. That's true, that's true. There's so many options now. I can't keep track. Gatebox. Oh, no, Gatebox isn't custom though. They sell specific characters. I remember some characters in there. I don't think Gatebox is also updated anymore. Because I remember someone had a wife in there. At least they considered that to be their wife, and they stopped upgrading. But anyway, that's all for me today. Let's see. What is my schedule this week? Okay. Assuming it doesn't get changed, all I know is that I have the Advent collab on Wednesday, and then everything between that, I guess I will go figure it out. I do still have some homework. I do have to do some other things, but I don't think it'll take too long. So we'll see, but at least confirmed. Advent collab. Rest. I will make the rooms. So thank you for watching the Hololive Office Sins. I hope you learned a little bit about us. Whether it is monster fudger, furries, or lap dances and hackers. Oh, it's pretty cool. I also really like the person with the playlist thing. Can relate. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for the chapel funds. Now, for the next time you see this church, perhaps we will go get a giant broccoli piece. We'll see. I think I have an idea for it. Yeah. Until then, Shiori! Oh, by the way, don't forget my birthday merch. Yeah. Check out the description for birthday merch stuff if you want your little novelette buddy. That one has more of a detail thing. Otherwise, you can get your makeshift plushie if you want a little tiny Shiori novella on there. And I don't think it will have as many duties. So yeah, maybe